Goodness gracious, excuse me. Still trying to wake up here. Alright, let's double check these. Been working on some trucks here. Finally got it to work, but I don't know. See how it didn't trigger the... It's weird. There we go, finally. Okay. Yeah. It's all out of whack. It's all out of whack. But that's alright. We don't really need these. We'll get rid of those. Oh. $368,000. I think we may be getting close to we may be getting close to doing another shed. Fine. Alright, let's see. What do we need to do first? Alright, so everything's good for right now this minute. So, let's go ahead and take care of the spillage. So, hope everybody is having a good weekend so far. Here, we'll just go ahead and dump it right here. Dun dun. Don't. There we go. This one doesn't need to be open, but we'll try and open it anyway. Pain in the rear end. Okay. Alright, let's get the manure done. Well, at least that's going quicker, which is helps. Yeah, it's unrealistic, I understand.
It's unrealistic.
Back. Biggity, Mac. Come on down. Okay. That was tool. So a couple things I did this morning. Working on this, trying to get this to run faster. So the SADI I had edited SADI to hold 1 million liters. So it now holds 25 million. And then I brought back in the gold silo, so it's not super cheap. It's a normal price, but it unloads quicker. I also took and edited this thing that came out today to where it will take the manure, slurry and digestate just like Missy B's, and it will give you the same amount as Missy B's, but it'll give it to you longer. So just some private edits that I did. I also have the truck, this tanker that came out. I made this hold 1 million. As you can see, it's got 348,000 and it is right at 35%. So this is what I hope to be using. And I was trying to work on the other one that you may have saw at the beginning of the video. But Because for each one of these trailers, you know, I figure, hey, I gotta have a truck and a trailer, or I at least have to have one truck and running around to each one of them. So just trying to eliminate how much stuff I'm going to have in my inventory. So the plan is, we can jump in one of these. Let's just take the one on the right. So it's got TMR in it. This way, all I have to do, you know what? If I go in like this, it's big enough to where it'll hold enough to top off each one of them. Once I get 25 pins down, and I've got 4 right now. We're getting ready to do 5. Trying to start operating as if I'm gonna have, as if I have 25 of them on here. Now the slurry, and it's built into the game this way. The slurry is so slow with building up trailers or whatever. So I want a vehicle for each pin as far as that. But I figured the rest of them, one vehicle to service all of them. And then that would help it run smoother. So that way I do, I got the TMR done. Just come over here and I'm going to park it. Switch vehicles. And I was lining up the valves, but this has got to go out here. I was trying to line up the valves to where they're all right there and I can turn them all on at the same time. But then I started using Bex, the little water trailer. It holds 4 billion liters or whatever. I shouldn't go through all that. Filled up one time and there you go. So that should work. I got to sneeze, hold on. Hello? Okay. I hope I got the mic muted so y'all didn't hear that. Alright. Dump that out. Well, we're not dumping it out, we're just topping these off. We can go do this one on the right first, which is kind of opposite of what I was wanting to do. Hello, Blur. Hello, Smokey. Smoking Smokey's Bandit. Give it up for the lovely Smokey. We're at 6 million. So we'll do the slurry first. And then I think what we'll do is take and Oh yeah, it's done. What we'll do is take and put down another pin. Decide which direction we're gonna go. Man, I don't know, man. I wasn't feeling good earlier. Um, I'm okay now, but um, we went out and ran an errand, got home, bought some pizza, came home, and I ate it, and I don't know. I think it put me in sugar coma. Like I was like, all right, I got to pass out, man. I laid down, took me a nap, and I feel better now. We'll do this one. I like this truck right here. I wish it'd go faster. So this one came out. The tanker came out today, and of course I grabbed it and edited it to hold 1,000,000 liters so that I could do this. It's pretty cool. I like it. It is a manure spreader. It will spread it. How is Smokey doing tonight? That's the question. So that's the real question. How's Smokey? Man, I could have so much fun with that name. Like, not like making fun of it or anything like that, but just smoking. I might end up getting that little trailer. All right, well, so it's not gonna hold 1,000,000 liters. I edited it, which technically you're really not supposed to do, but it's like a little private edit. I can't remember how much it holds when you get it. Head's hurting from PC shopping. Oh yeah, dude, my head would be like in heaven if I was doing some real PC shopping. My wallet would be in heaven if it had the money to do some PC shopping. Mm-hmm. Yes, it would. Okay, here's that one. Well, let's just look at the list. Yeah. Slurry, they're all... Alright, now we got 7 million. So, do we cross the road? Or do we come down here where the lettuce is? We're going to buy this, and then we're going to turn it into cultivated state. 109. Cultivator. Off 0. Remove foliage. On. Set field group. Okay. That's what we're doing right there. Let's see. No, this is the one I want. Right here. I was supposed to be recording a video. Alright. That's gonna be big enough for 2. So do we want to we'll line them up. the best we can. Okay. $6.4 million. See, now is where this gets fun. The money is gonna start picking up. To where I'll be able to do the do the animal pens quicker now. I think they do better from the outside. Hey, that one went good. And let's see. All right, how much money we got? 6 point. I should be able to just fill it all the way up. They ought to give you the option to just fill the whole thing up instead of having to hold the button. If you got the money, you should have the option just to flat fill up the whole barn. Trying to say, what is it? If you take away the straw, they won't poop. Take away the water, you won't get the slurry. Should we try it? Just do the milk. Could we get away with just doing the milk? You'll still have the spillage, right? Are you growing everything or just buying TMR? I'm just buying TMR. There's no way. I don't think that you could. I don't think it's possible to do 50,000 cows and grow everything by yourself. I don't think it's possible. And all I'm doing, I'm just curious to see how much money I can make in one day off of 50,000 cows. There's no rhyme or reason for that. I would think they would not produce as quick. I'm not sure. We could test it though, because you know my mind comes up with questions like that, like I know the slurry's about the same. If all what you do is give them water, the slurry is about the same. So I don't know if the milk would be the same or not, but the slurry just takes too long to fill up. I mean, it's good money, but confirm. So this isn't. Yeah, J-Dub, I'm not. This is just a little experiment. Well, it's not a little experiment. It's actually taking a lot to do this. But let's see, where am I at? As a matter of fact, let's try it with this one. Let's just give them food, and then we'll compare. Why don't you try to produce as many as you can? Why don't you try to produce as many cows? I've done that. I'll tell you what, once I'm done with this, I'll turn around and do it again, and I will legit, cause I can do it on this map, but I'll do it with a different pin. I won't use this one that holds 2,000. Let's just see. We're just going to give them food. That's it. And we're going to run the clock forward. So we need to empty out the milk on one of them. Okay. There's fun in a silage run. Fun in a silage run. So, I mean, I guess it depends on, are you doing it legit? Are you using crazy mods? You know, how would you be doing it? That's at 1,000,000. So we'll compare it with this one right here. We'll empty this one out, and we'll run the clock to 10 in the morning. Put that back on 4,000 because I don't sleep when I'm doing this. Not to pick at you, but making silage, hay, and straw. I know keeping up with 5,000 on console isn't easy. I know it's, yeah, J-Dub, if you're farming what you need to do, no, it's not easy. But we were talking about that one day, and I went past 10 o'clock. Somebody came in chat, and it was like in Bruce's stream, so that's 277,000. Okay. Somebody came in the chat on Bruce's stream, and it may have been you. I can't remember shit like that. Excuse me. Why I got weeds? Okay, so this has to be full first. We've got to get them produce. You'll see, if you just give them water, they will produce slurry. Which, that's okay. We'll just do it like I've been doing it. Yeah, 5,000 cows. It's not easy. But my suggestion, and if you're on console, it's not going to help. Because you're not going to have access to that mod, I don't think. Weeds. Why? Lime required. I must have never turned that off. So, if I do it, I'm not going to use the TMR that takes straw. Was it straw, grass, and hay? Or silage, hay, and straw. Is that right? So I'm going to do away with the straw, I think it is. Crap, I can't even. Hold on. F11. Where's the field? Cultivated. There. I can't stand the weeds being in there. I'll show you what silo, TMR silo I'm talking about. This one takes corn, right? We should be able to stick it back here. Silos, all the way to the right. So this silo that I'm going to show you, it holds 1.5 million liters of everything. This is not, I didn't mod this. This is the way it comes. No, we're over here. This is the way it comes when you download the map. See, $1.5 million or 5 million liters of corn, hay, and silage. Right? 50, 30, 20, just like the other, but it uses corn instead of straw. And the reason I would do it that way, I don't have to worry about doing straw. Hey, Hardy. So if I do as many cows as I can or whatever, this is what I'm going to use to make my TMR. I don't have to count nothing out. You can come over here and you can dump 1.5 million liters of silage, 1.5 million liters of hay in it, and the second that corn hits it, it's going to start mixing it. Now you could put 1.5 million of each in there, and it's going to automatically mix it for you. You don't have to count nothing. That's the TMR silo I use. On PC, when you download Susquehanna River Valley, right, you get this TMR processor. It's in the folder. You have to unzip the folder, and it's got several mods in it. This is one of the mods. It is a zip folder just like a normal mod. You know, once you download it, it shows up in your inventory, and you can put it on whatever map you want. So it's just weird that it takes corn instead of it takes corn instead of straw. But other than that, I mean, that's what I would use. Okay, so now what we have to do, we need straw. So this one. Okay. I thought for sure, because I know this. If you only give the cows water, they will produce slurry. So I was thinking, hey, if you only give them food, you might. Oh, come on. You might get lucky and they only do milk. But in order to get the milk, they have to have all three, I think. So, because I have videos where I did it with just the water. I didn't give them anything else, nothing. I gave them water. They started producing slurry right off the bat. So. And what I may do, right, is I may get to 50,000 cows, and then I find out how much money I can make, yada yada yada, whatever. And then I get rid of the buying point, right? We already gave them food, so they need water. Oh wait, I just passed it. Oh, come on, I gotta go back. There we go. We'll fill them up while we're here. That may be a way to do it. Like, okay, I found out how much I can make with 50,000, right? And then be like, how many cows can I handle producing? How would you word it? How would you word it? What am I looking for? There's that one. I don't know which one this one is. It's gonna be the one with the most water. Well, they got two of them that have water, that much water. It hadn't produced any manure, so there you go. This is the top one. So it's doing milk already. How many cows can I upkeep? Yeah, because you already have 50,000, right? How many cows can you upkeep? And this is what I know. Well, at least what I thought I knew. It doesn't. I'll have to redo it, I guess. You just have to figure out. You have to figure out how many liters. How many liters do you need of each? You know. Like, I know I need, let's say, 400,000 liters of TMR for 1 day for one animal pen, right? I don't know how much it is right now. I used to think it was 700,000, but I don't think I'm using that much. And that may vary from map to map. I don't know. On console, 500 cows require at least 90,000 liters of TMR every day. 90,000. TMR. I have a pin, the Lone Oak pin, on what's the map that Rusty? There's a map Rusty's playing on that I told him about. God, my wife's playing on it now. She's got Buongiorno, Lazy Acres. On Lazy Acres, it takes 150,000 liters of TMR a day for 500 cows, or at least it does. It did with me. I'll put it that way. Okay, no need to go in there because it just started producing milk. Man, I had that figured wrong. So what we do need to do, we got to make our rounds. On the low end, yeah. And I don't know, I mean, like, does that, I haven't ever paid attention to that enough to see if does it change from map to map, you know? Or was there something I was doing that was making it need more? I don't know. I'm gonna jump this thing. I'm telling you. That's gonna get jumped. On the low end. Helps if I turn it on. Yeah, because I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll try it, you know, just because, just out of curiosity. Um, oh, it picked up that manure. Come on. I'll try it out of curiosity. But I'll use a harvester. Like, I won't use no crazy harvester other than how much they will hold. I see lots of doo-doo. Ha ha ha. You ain't seen nothing yet because it's gonna start rolling. Oh, come on. Did I go too fast? I think I went too fast. For my 5,000, I have probably produced 100 million of TMR the hard way. And it's exhausting with the manure, slurry, and milk. Not to mention mixing and feeding and watering. Supper break. Oh, right on, Rusty. Eat a hamburger for me. Or a donut. You're probably going to have a donut. But anyway. Yeah, I've done it. I've done it legit, and I don't mind. I don't mind doing it legit. I just never did it to see how many I could actually take care of doing it that way. I don't think it was 5,000. See, that I made that too wide. It's picking up the manure. let's just do the manure. Screw it. Because we're at the end, so. And see, this is something else I'm not getting. I don't understand this right here. So I'll show you 330,000 liters. Okay? There should be like over 500 liters. So why I'm losing some? Why am I losing some? I guess that's just me. How is that new Massey? You talking about the tank right there? I love it because I edited it to hold 1,000,000 liters. But I like it. Even like I'll use it like normal. I like that. I haven't used it as a tractor. Sorry, Blur. What? I guess that's me. I shouldn't criticize. No, I don't care. Man, criticize me all you want. All right, just don't be a jerk about it. Right? Cause here's the thing, man. Not everybody. I'm not gonna play like you, and you're not gonna play like me, right? I know that what I'm doing is unrealistic. Okay. Is it cheating? I would say yes, I'm cheating in order to do this. Does it matter? No, because it's a video game, right? It's not like I'm doing homework at school, or I'm working at the bank, or something. I'm cheating. It's a video game. Who cares? That's my point on it. And it's realistic for farms to buy food. Not all farms do it, right? But it is realistic for farms. Some animal farms do buy their food, right? They don't grow it. Now, is it more expensive? Yeah, I'm sure it is. That's why I shut up now. No, you ain't got to shut up, man. I'll argue with telephone pole. I don't care. I'm just messing with you, man. And I don't take offense to it. Regardless of how it may sound. I know that there's going to be people that might click on this. Yeah, but he's buying food or whatever. I know there's going to be people like that. I would much rather somebody say something beyond, straight up, straightforward, and be like, hey, why are you doing it this way? I'd much rather talk about it than have somebody talk about me behind their back. It's not, how I'm going about it is nowhere near realistic. I get that. Now, if I was using, getting it out of that silo, if I slow it back down, because the price on it when I got it, that's the same price it was when I bought that particular silo right there. It only loads your truck up faster, okay? So the price is what the mod was originally. Now I have the black one. So how do you do that? Constructive criticism. Yeah. The black silo, which I put it down for a little bit. It's slow, right? And the price on it. So let's say I'm buying silo. Let's say I'm buying TMR. The price on that gold one is going to be 1.15 or something like that, 1.05, or you're going to pay like 15% more because you're paying for delivery, right? It's an experiment. This is an experiment. Yes, that's all it is. It's a curiosity beat the cat kind of thing. That's all this is. Uh, Normally I don't run this many cows. But I do like using it. I like having one barn with 500 cows in it. That's like my norm. You know, one barn. That's all I care about. Um, I'm losing my train of thought. So this gold, the price on this gold silo, whatever the map is set for TMR, I'm going to pay that plus an extra 15%. Okay. So we'll get to that in a minute. That silo, the price on that is 1.15. The black one that comes with it, I edited it to, it's going to be like 0.015. So for 1,000,000 liters, oh man, this is the wrong one. Why does it do that? I'd be happy with quarter of that on console. Yeah, so the black one, I changed it to where it's super cheap. Okay. Now, they both unload super quick, but just the other one's super cheap. And I was like, you know what, money's not an issue with doing it this way, but I wanted it to load the truck fast. Dual tank, single tank. That's what I want. So why does it keep changing back to 2 tanks? Alright, let's see how much it costs. We'll put it in the grass. $46,000. Alright. If that was the black one, it would be $462 instead of $46,000. So I left this one at regular price because, for one, money's not an issue, right? On here, money is not an issue with buying this stuff. You're gonna make plenty of money. I just wanted it to unload fast. Now, as far as these right here, they will hold 25 million. When I'm done with this, it's going to be 25 pins. So I made it to where it's 1,000,000 liters for each pin, so that I can fill it up, and I know that I can go around and top off each one of the pins in one trip. So I normally, when I edit something as far as how much it holds, I'll edit it to 1,000,000, unless I'm trying to do something specific like this. Sometimes I'll make them hold less, but yeah. So that should be all the manure, right? So I just kind of feel like, you know, if it's the TMR silo that holds the 1.5 million liters, I haven't touched that at all. Um, yeah, it's nuts. But you look at this little trailer that I'm using right here. Okay, 25 million compared to 4 billion. Right? A lot of people like Bex mods, including myself. And Bex is not the only one that's done it. Okay? But you got harvesters that hold 65 million liters, 650 million liters, right? Yeah, it's full of it. That's full of it. BS, man. But you got something that 65 million, 650 million, whatever. And that little trailer holds 4 billion liters. Now, you really want to make some money, you just hit F11, fill it up with slurry, and go sell it. Bam. I don't know how many hundreds of millions of dollars you'll get with that. I've never done it, and I'm not going to. I did fill it up with water. I used F11, that little light blue one. I filled it up with water just so that I could go around to each one of the things and dump water in it real quick. So, I don't use those. The crazy mod, and I call these crazy mods. Alright? The little tanker with water, man, I don't care because water's free. We should not be having to yeah, it's you should watch. I'll challenge anybody to come watch it like a normal gameplay with me. All right. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to use the crazy mods anymore. This right here is an experiment. This is a. It's a. This right here is an exception to the rule. All right, because of how it's just an experiment. And I'm not trying to. I hope I don't sound like I'm trying to justify it. I'm just trying to explain. It's just an experiment. This is not how I normally play. Okay. So I have a couple of gameplays that's normal, like what you would do on console. And as far as Rusty, your comment about you losing interest, I know you play real too. Love what you're doing on the other games. So yeah, so it's not for me. It's not. I agree with you, and it's why I'm getting away from the crazy mods. I'll be honest with myself. Okay. I did get it got boring, right? I use a black ideal fent, or I don't know. I'll show it to you. Let me get done with this slurry. I use a black ideal. What's it called? This was one of the first mods that I ever edited. One of the first, probably one of the first 5 mods that I ever personally edited. This harvester, black harvester right here, it holds 1 million liters. Now, I did it because I'm playing on maps that have super big fields. Okay, 100 acres, 500 acres, right? And I don't like coming out of the fields. If I put a worker on the field to go do something, I shouldn't have to worry about it. They stop and you have to go unload them and all that. I wasn't interested in that. 1,000,000 liters, you let them do the field, you come back out and whatever. Yeah, yeah. That little field's awesome, man. But it's just cool. Now, if I use that all the time, and I was using it all the time, well, doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over, it got boring. You know, I was using the same mods. When I went onto a map, you could guarantee that I would have the DB120 for planting. I would have that black harvester, and I would have what tractor? Tractor was usually different. Mostly the Fent 1000 or 1050, whatever. The big Fent tractor. I used it a lot. Tractors, I don't think I ever had one specific tractor that I used all the time. When they came out with the 3D tracks, I'll use any tractor that's got 3D tracks on it, as far as the actual tractor. So, let me see. Is anything in the yellow? No. I need to test how much I can get harvested with the little John Deere. Now, I'll tell you something that makes sense to me. Okay? Let's buy a couple things real quick. In my current game save, and I think it's the one that Rusty is thinking of. Okay? Harvester. This is what I have. This is the 9240. Nope, it's not that one. That one. Nope. It's a John Deere. See, look, that thing holds 65 million liters. That's crazy. 30,000. That one's 22. The 30,000. Okay. Where is it? This one right here. Where did it go? Okay, so let's move over here. When you find a comfort zone, it's difficult sometimes to try something else. Yeah, and if Rusty hadn't challenged me, I wouldn't. I would be doing this because I was getting bored with it. So this tractor holds 30,000 liters. Originally, it was like 22, I think, something like that. And then we got the auger wagon. This one holds 120,000. Originally, it was 88,000. So it's not that big of a jump. Okay? And then, let's go to treaders. Whoops. That's not a treader. I explained this in a video not too long ago. Now, I don't care what it. So my trailer, my go-to trailer, look at this one. This is what I used to use all the time for a trailer. That little yellow trailer right there. I got extensions where I can hold 1.6 million liters. Without the extensions, it holds 250,000 liters. That was my go-to. Come on now. So there's a trailer, and stock, it holds 60,000 liters. Which one? Where is it? It's a pace setter. Not that one. This one right here, the pace setter spread axle, right? Okay, we'll buy it just because. So, Larson Farms, which is a real farm, they use a 790, right? They have it's a 2096. This is a 2596. Okay, I could not find a 2096, so there's a 25. And then they have a trailer. I don't know if it's a 2-dump or single dump, but they have a pace setter, a Wilson pace setter trailer. So when everybody goes home, when they're harvesting, everybody goes home. This guy Chet stays and he harvests while it's dark, and he will fill up the 2096. He'll fill that up, right? And when their trucks get there in the morning, their auger wagon can fill up 2 trucks. And he does that. The reason he does it that way is that when the truck drivers get there, everybody gets there at the same time or whatever, the truck drivers are not waiting around for something to do. They already have their trucks loaded, the wagon's loaded. So they pull up, they fill up their trailers, and they go unload them. So the truck drivers automatically, first thing in the morning, have something that they can do instead of sitting around waiting. So when I heard him explaining that, that's why he loves this particular trailer. I was like, cool, we got something like that in the game. I edited these 2 mods around the trailer. Are the numbers exact, realistic? No, they're not. But they're not crazy like 10 million liters, 25 million liters, 600 meters, whatever. It's just a little edit that makes it realistic. Right. That is a combine, and actually it's not 780. They have a 790. Well, anyway, it's a John Deere trailer, and it has an extension on top like that. And they actually will fold up. It's pretty cool watching them unfold it when they bought the tractor. And they had the 2096 Avalanche and the pace setter. So, in my mind, that's realistic. $4.6 million. So we can't do another complete barn yet. Yeah, everyone is working immediately. Now they used to have pigs. I would love to find out if they bought their food or if they grew it. CBW, they get a lot of food trucked in, but there is some food that they grow. So and he's got pigs, thousands of pigs. He does. But it's fun, my mind does things like this, and hey, I'll have to go figure it out, or somebody will ask a question, and I'm like, well, I don't know. Let me go test it real quick, It's the dirt. That's what it is. The tires sink down in the dirt, and I have to raise that up and then come in here. Okay. I know what happened. Like my series on Star Wars, I was trying to decide how big a harvester I could go. Yeah. And you know what? There is a mod in the mod hub. where one of the harvesters does hold 30,000 liters, right? It's a yellow one. So I don't have a problem editing a harvester to hold 30,000 liters because there's one in there. You know, if I want it to look a certain way, then, you know, I'm going to use a Massey. You know, say I want to use a Massey. I'll edit a Massey to 30,000 liters and I won't think twice about it because there is an actual harvester that will hold 30,000 liters. Just not that specific model. So, things like that, I just don't care about. Now, the normal Sadie that I use holds 1 million liters, and I'm not going to change that. I'm not going to change that for anything. This is a very unique mod, and I like it. I haven't been using this the whole time the game's been out, so it's still, the new hadn't wore off on it yet. Things like that make my mind click a lot, thinking of what I could use for tippers that would not be too large, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, I don't know if you've seen the small farm that I have going on Oklahoma, because I had the big farm, but I have the small farm also. I actually think that I could use a smaller harvester than that John Deere and be okay with it. My biggest thing with harvesting is that I do not like going 6 miles an hour. I don't care. The game is not fun to me harvesting at 6 miles an hour. I don't care how big or how small the field is. It's not fun to me going that slow. 10 miles an hour is about my starting point. Come on. I have to go all the way. See, this thing, look, I got the door open. Like, you see how tall that wheel is? Well, it did it right there, but on that super high thing, it should be, this thing should load better than what it does. This should do a better job than what it does. And the plow, well, I'm not using a plow anymore. I quit using them. I do have them on the maps. Not on this one. I'll use it more for creating fields than anything now because who was it Millennial Farmer or Welker Farms? They recently did a video as to why they don't plow anymore. And it may be Larson Farms. In my gameplay, sometimes I don't like the fact of my harvester fitting in one trailer, one trip to the silo. See, that's okay with me. Sometimes I don't like the fact all my harvest fitting in one trailer, one trip to the silo. I don't mind PC for being unreal. The mostly purism for console keeps everything challenging for me, which keeps me going and pushing harder. So console's not realistic. You can I understand where you're coming from, thinking that console keeps you grounded, more realistic. I understand why people say that, but that's not really the case. And this is just my opinion, and I'll explain myself. If you back a trailer up to a plow, you have to get out of your, well, yeah, you have to get at, not a plow, a seeder, okay? You have to get out of your tractor and plug the hoses in, okay? You can't do that on console, I don't think. If y'all can do that on console, please let me know, because I don't want to say it wrong. Now, the capacities and stuff like that, yeah, they're more realistic on console. Get a PC, JW, and tell me about being realistic. Yeah, console is worse, in my opinion, than the PC if you're trying to be realistic. But this game, I can give you one incident that I still use 14,500 liter harvester for 200 acre fields. Yeah, that's cool. I'd use a 9,000 acre for that if I wanted to. I do enjoy doing that. And it, you know, it rains. As soon as it quits raining, you go to harvest, right? Guess what? You're getting stuck in the field. You know? You can't do that on console. You're going to be able to drive across a wet field without getting stuck. Now, on PC, you have to download mods to be able to do that stuff, right? So, but console, you can't download the mods to make it that real. Alright? Now, my answer, and I'm not trying to be a jerk, I'm not upset, not arguing or anything like that. My answer for anybody that is trying to play realistic and they want to criticize, fuss, or complain about people that do fast farming, unrealistic, whatever. Find in this game somewhere where a season is 365 days. That's my answer. You're not going to do it. And you know, this game, it's, you can try and make it realistic, and that's what I'm trying to do on a couple of my gameplays. I'm trying to see how real I can actually play. I'm gonna tell you what, tabbing from one vehicle to another, you take that away, oh my god, it can be a nightmare. So, especially if you don't have a sleep trigger put down, because then you have to, when you spawn in the map, you have to run across the map to wherever your farm is, unless you got smart and left a trailer or truck. Yeah, you get 2 harvests in a year, 365 day period, right? So people want to complain about being realistic. Well, show me where there is a season that's 365 days long in this game, you know? So, and at the beginning of this right here, this is just an experiment. So, what's going on, Newell? It's got heavy mods. They're unrealistic. It's a whole bunch of crap. But I'm only doing it for one reason. So. No, it's cool to push for 50,000. I'm not complaining. I just want to see how you keep up. How many can I harvest? Um, how many can I harvest and upkeep? Yeah, we'll leave when I get to 50,000. We'll keep the cows on the map, and I'll switch over to harvesting, and we'll see how many I can do. I said numerous times over a year ago while racing online that I would never play FS. Now look at where I'm at. Yep, I said that. And I actually said it. I didn't say it about Farm Sim. I said it about Flight Simulator. I bought a joystick and my buddy White Raph was giving me crap about it. He's like, yeah, I won't see you on console anymore. Yeah, you'll be flying a plane and all that. And I was like, no, I'm not. I was like, trucking and farming is one thing. I said, I ain't getting into no flight simulator. Yeah, guess what I got on my console? Nothing's in yellow. Where are we at? Slurry and manure. I've gotten all the manure. Oops, I saw some milk somewhere. I think that's the last one I put down. So we are at 10,000 cows out of the 50. And we have enough money, I think, to put down another barn. Yeah. Yeah, don't get me started on racing either, because I think, well, at least Newell can't, what do you call it, time me out in here, so I can talk all the crap I want about iRacing. And I was, not talking crap, I just joke about it. But yeah, we're not going to go there. Let's see here. Animal pens. I'll get him fired up. Watch it. So just to let you know what I'm talking about, I was picking with Newell one day, in a what do you call it? I was picking with Newell in someone's stream where he was a modifier, not a modifier. What's it called where you got the little wrench by your name? Right? Don't listen to me because I'll tell you something wrong and I won't mean to. But he was in somebody's chat where he had a wrench beside his name, right? And we was talking about racing. And first of all, I'm not great at any game that I play, okay? Now, I do enjoy racing, right? And we got talking about iRacing, and I'd slowed myself down and was trying to explain it the way I wanted it to come out. And apparently Newell is good at racing. Well, that's awesome, right? Or should I say he's real good at racing? But I think I hit a soft part, and it was taking me a while to get the point out the way that I wanted it to come out. And anyway, he timed me out, and I'm just laughing the whole time, but didn't have a mic in there, it's just like what you all are. So I never had the chance to tell him that I was just picking around and joking or whatever. But anyway, so dude, it was months ago. I did it in fun. Yeah, see, like that, let it go. Like, man, I was picking too, man. There's nothing to let go. I just remember it, and because I suck at it. I suck at racing, man. I suck at farming. I suck at flying planes, but it's just a video game. I have fun with it. Newell is good at getting second place. Yeah, I'm fighting for next to last when I race. But I'm not wrecking, I'm not running around the track wrecking people either. I'm not being a jerk, so. I think what we're going to do, I need to fill the trailers up. Let me get this out of the way. Actually, I could probably sell that because I don't need it. It's like one of the other things I just brought on the map. Matter of fact, let me get rid of what I don't need. Hey Hardy, you're the queen of lurk. Alright, where's it at? The harvester. Where's the harvester? There it is. And we don't need that peat. If we need a peat at some point, we'll buy another one. So, that's out of the way. Let's go top these off. I quickly discovered that even Tony Stewart's All-American Racing was a whole new world too. It was a lot harder. That's when I got addicted to FS. See, I used to be addicted to Forza Motorsports, not the Forza Horizon open world crap. I used to do Forza Motorsports. And yeah, we was addicted to it big time. Six watching and only 4 chatting. 2 mysterious lurkers as we chat, talking about being good at lurking. Those are the people that's good at. Okay, so one of them's me. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see, well, it's down to 5 now is what my screen says. Yeah, so I have my OBS open, and I have my YouTube channel open also, because I found that if I watch the YouTube channel, I see the comments quicker. OBS seems like it takes forever for the comments to pop up in OBS. Alright, my friends, I better get going. See you all later. Rest of you have a good one. Thank you for stopping in, and yeah, we have enjoyed it. This is going to be over $1 million to fill this up. That's why we all love you, Harley Quinn. Oh, ain't that sweet? So we are currently at 10,000. Let's see, we've already got the pin down, so it looks like we may be able to fill it up. Looks like we might be able to fill it up. $906,000. So this will give us 12,000. Yay! I think I hear my wife coming downstairs. Maybe not. Okay. This takes forever. Good laughing at chat. J-Dub. Later, Rusty. Later, laughing out loud. Your house haunted. Me and Sandy actually joke about that. So, when we first moved in, our landlord, their daughter, so we live in a little cabin that is back behind the landlord's house. I'm streaming.
Well, make sure everything's cleaned up tomorrow because they're showing the house from 10 to 10:30.
Hold on a second, y'all. All right, I'm back. So anyway, we joke about our house being haunted, right? But our landlord, when we moved in, it's a cabin back behind their house. To the left of the cabin is a mobile home where their daughter lived, and she actually committed suicide. Now we don't really think the house is haunted. I've never actually seen a ghost or anything like that, but there's been a couple of interesting things that happen, and there are logical explanations for them. But we just kind of joke about it, and we call the ghost Frederick. Sandy Hardy says, "Hey."
Hello.
She says hello. Hola, Blur. Hola, Blur's girl. Farmer J Dub says hola. Yeah, that's hello.
Yeah, I know what it means.
Okay. So $5.4 million to fill it up. Now, like, I feel like there's a short in the fan that's above the stove, the hood thing, occasionally it will turn on by itself, or the light that's over the stove will turn on by itself. It's kind of weird. And what else?
Oh, you paid in the drawer this morning.
Oh, yeah, the refrigerator sometimes leaks water. Like there's something on the inside that's frozen, and we thawed it out to try and clear it out and stuff, and we've told the landlord about it, and they've never come over here and fix it. So occasionally there'll be water on the floor, and we'll be like, yeah, Frederick peed on the floor, or, whatever. So stuff like that. We just kind of joke around. All right. So even though I'm not going to use it, because you never know, I might have to. We're going to dry this up and get the straw. Yeah, so we kind of joke around about it. Like little things like that. If anything happens, like like I got 2 pairs of reading glass. They're safety glasses, but they have bifocals. So I use them kind of like reading glasses, right? Well, I can only find 1 pair of them. We don't know what happened to the other ones, so we joke about, Frederick's wearing them, kind of thing. But I'm not gonna say that ghosts don't exist. I've just never personally have seen one, or feel like I haven't had that real true ghost experience thing. So I don't know. That's all I know. Is that I don't know. Where you at, Blur? Midwest? No, I'm East Coast. I'll tell you. I'll tell you this. I live in Mayberry. Okay, North Carolina. Now Mayberry is not a real town, but the real town on the TV show Mayberry. I live in that town. Just on the TV show they called it Mayberry. So that's true fact. We live in a little town, and they always talked about, let's see, it's Pilot Mountain. So they on the show they called it Mount Pilot, right? So we have a town down the road. It's actually called Pilot Mountain, but on Andy Griffith they called it Mount Pilot. So fun little fact. I live in Mayberry. So that's East Coast, North Carolina. North Kakalaki. Okay. So everything's good. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 12,000 cows. So I always start with this one, and I'm going to continue that way. Here, we need a... Wait a minute. Do I have another truck? I don't think I have another truck. So we need to get this right here. Is it miscellaneous? I think it's miscellaneous. Yeah. We'll set up. We like it. We like Mayberry. I almost said the name, but yeah, it's not that big. It's not that big a deal. I have a mod that I downloaded today that the trigger is not the trigger. It's either, well, I don't think it's either the truck or the cell point. Okay. We'll go ahead and get that one started just because. So I did the milk up here. We need to do the slurry and then continue on. I have a mod. It's a truck with a tank on the back that I was working on today, and it wasn't, the trigger wasn't working. Something. Now, I don't know that much about editing XML files. Oh, I don't have one for here either. Boom.
Crap, you were supposed to do that thing, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I still need to. If you're gonna be up for a little bit, I could do. Let me do one more pin. I think I've already got this one running. Nope. If you're gonna be up for a little bit, I'll do one more pin, fill it up, and then what we'll do is we will get that recorded, because I need that for Saturday night. My wife's got to help me record something. Okay, we got to push this out of the way. I can't do it. I can't do it. Cooking time, later blur, keep plugging away. Been fun. Left a like as I do with everyone's stream. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And I've enjoyed chatting with you. It's been good. So, I promise you, I don't do this all the time. This is not how I operate. This is totally an experiment. So, I've enjoyed it. I really have. Thank you for stopping in. Alright, let's see here. We got to start landscaping. So I think the square works the best. Now, if I go down like this, I'm going to lose some stuff, but I got to get that unstuck. Okay. UNITY. No, it's cool. Keep going. Yeah, no, yeah. I'm going to keep going. But this is not, I just don't want to. In the future, if you see me doing something different, don't expect me to be doing it this way. That's all I'm saying. I really don't like playing like this. Unless I'm doing something specific. And I promise you, no chickens were harmed in this process. Okay? Well, I don't even know why I said that. No chickens were harmed. We are a chicken-friendly family. We used to have about 100 birds, man, and I miss the fresh eggs. I want my fresh eggs back. There is nothing, and we've raised a couple, three pigs so far is what we've raised, and had them slaughtered, for personal use. There's nothing better than fresh pork chop and eggs for breakfast. Oh my God. And I'm gonna tell you what, when Sandy hears a rooster crow, right? There's nothing better than her little laugh because she thinks it's funny. She gets tickled. We gotta do manure. She gets tickled when the roosters would go to crow of a morning. It was like they were talking to each other. And oh my God, that was worth every penny, every blister, every pile of poop that we stepped in. Hearing her laugh at them crow, the roosters cock-a-doodle doing, was worth everything we went through with the chickens. Let me tell you, I'm just going to talk about it just because I'm going to talk about it. We had 2 roosters, right? One one of them was named Fabio. He was gorgeous. He was a fighting. He was actually 3 different breeds of chickens put together, to make a fighting chicken. But we didn't fight them. We got them from my dad's first cousin. And we got them for laying eggs. They were excellent egg layers. The hens were, but the rooster, they were in, and he didn't fight them either. But just the breed that they were originally bred for fighting. Okay, now I don't do that. I think it's cruel and all that crap. But the rooster was gorgeous, right? Real pretty colors and nice long feathers and stuff like that. When I was young in Sask, there were eggs, pork, beef, chicken, everything living on the land, and your upbringing. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good way to live. So, uh, now my cousin, so it was like my second cousin or whatever, first cousin once removed. I don't know how they get into all that crap, but it was just my cousin. Okay, he told us, he said, don't let him see other roosters. Like, keep him at a point where he can't see another rooster, and you're fine. Right? So we had the pen that he was in. We had him turned we had him turned like 90 degrees compared to the other pens. And then we had another rooster. It was a big old fat rooster. And the lady that we got him from had named him Clooney, like after George Clooney, because of how good looking he was. Now, Clooney was twice the size of Fabio. Clooney was now I can't remember the breeds because it's been too long ago. I mean, it's only been like 5 years ago, but I just can't remember what breed they were, the different ones. But Clooney was heavier, fatter. He was more of a meat. Like the breed that he was, they were bred for a combination of how much meat they have on their bones and also the number of eggs that they produce. Okay. They were a high yielding egg producer, but they were fat also. So it was like when they crowed, it was like they were having a competition between each other. I don't know if they ever saw each other up to that point or not, but it was like you would hear Clooney would crow, and then Fabio would crow, and it was like he was trying to be louder, and it was like they were going back and forth with like a little competition, right? We thought it was funny, and Sandy would just laugh. Well, one day I had to move pins around, and I can't remember why. We were doing some stuff, and we ended up putting Fabio and Clooney next to each other, and the only thing that was separating them was some chicken wire. And both of them started acting like little, I'm just gonna say it, they both started acting like little badasses. So Clooney was showing his butt, and Fabio was backing his butt. They were going just whatever. Well, before I could get over there to get Fabio and move him, or to put something where he couldn't see Clooney, they went at it, even with the little fence being in between them. And Fabio got Clooney, with the spurs. They got little spurs on the back of their feet. I don't know if you know that or not, but he he got Clooney through the fence, and Clooney backed up into the corner, like he was like, "Oh, okay." And we kind of joked about it. It was like, yeah, Clooney used to think he was bad until Fabio got a hold of him. It was kind of cute, but all that stuff that we went through, it was so worth it to hear Sandy laugh. But I don't condone that kind of stuff. It was an accident that they got put next to each other, and um, they were not in the pen together. So we don't do like no cruelty to animals or nothing like that. That's ridiculous. Yeah, talking about how you used to laugh at the chickens when they crow. Yeah.
Remember I picked up big old heavy goosey?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't believe that Goosey let you pick him up.
It was bigger than that.
Yeah. Fabio and Clooney. Um. They had one that was we had silkies was one of the breeds that we had. They were little small chickens, but they were some of the prettiest chickens that we had. Now one of the silky roosters we had, the silkies, what we know them as, they have feathers on top of their head, like that would be like different colors, and they'd stick up kind of like alfalfa, but they were more spread out like Little Richie. So one of them was named Little Richie because of how the hair stuck up, the feathers stuck up at the top. Rusty's a good, yeah, because there are some good looking roosters that um kind of a rust color, you know, rusty. Rusty? When you said that, I could imagine in my head, I could picture the little grandpa in his videos, Rusty? Yeah, I could see his chicken going, Rusty? Feed me? Like the unfriendly giant. I like farm animals. They are some characters. Oh, and we had we had a Polish hen and a Polish rooster, one of each, right? And the Polish rooster was so protective over the hen. When Sandy would open up the pen to feed them, the rooster would try and attack her, like it was defending the hen. Okay. Hey, do you remember what we named the Polish ones?
I don't know if we ever named them, did we?
I don't think we ever named them.
Yeah, I don't think we named them like we did the rest of them.
Yeah. Well, and we didn't name all of them.
Yeah, we did.
We named a lot of them, but I don't think the Polish ones ever got named. But the Polish rooster tagged Sandy one time, made her bleed. And I got in there, and of course I wasn't afraid. I didn't kick the rooster. Okay, you know how you can put your foot up against something and then kind of like just move it, So I made sure that he was moved that back a little bit. I didn't just haul off and kick it, but I moved him back, made sure Sandy was out, shut the door, and I looked at that rooster and I said, "You're gonna be the first one that I harvest," because I was getting at that time I was getting ready to harvest some roosters, and I took and when we did, yeah, I was not gonna keep a chicken or a rooster that was gonna be that aggressive toward somebody in the family. The giraffe. And yeah. And I had a smile on my face when we harvested him. Yeah, fresh chicken meat's good too. Mm. The giraffe. Jerome the giraffe. I think giraffes are cool. Down the line we go. So does that take care of all the slurry? Let's look at the list. Okay, so we've got $6.8 million. I don't think we have enough to. I don't think we quite have enough to do the whole thing. So I'm gonna leave it at there. We are at 12,000. I think 110. I think the next build, and this right here is driving me crazy. We're gonna fix that. Um, all that back there is not really driving me crazy, but yeah. The dirt was making the stuff want to feel like it's not working right. So yeah. So me and my wife, my wife's gonna help me record something. Is that supposed to be dirt right there? I don't think it is. Yeah, okay, it's dirt on that one too. Okay. So a nice long strip of dirt. So now let's give them some grass to grow. That looks better. Yeah, see, when I made the what do you call it? When I made the field, because it had weeds in it and I made it cultivated. Yeah. So we'll do that before we place the pin down, because then when you place the pin down, it makes it look right. So, and then this way they got grass to eat and everything is good. So that grass will grow and they will be grazing in the field. Can we put another pin over here? I think, check that out. I think that we can put, well, I don't know about that side. What can we do? Oh, look, we can put them back here. The same field. So we can do one right here. Right? What do you think, babe? Oh, come on, it just turned. I put one back here like this. See that?
What are you doing?
It's animal pens. It's the 50,000 cow challenge, or I'm not gonna call it a challenge. Experiment.
Oh.
And then the other one we could do like right there.
Okay.
I don't know that I like how that lines up. I'd almost be better off. I would almost rather do it like that. Just turn this one sideways. If I'm gonna do it. But we'll give that some thought. I really appreciate everybody. Let's see here. Let's got Farmer J Dub, Rusty Money Gaming Harley, the lovely Newell, who else we got? Who else? Is that it? Is that it? That's plenty. And we got Smokey. I really appreciate y'all coming in, and I hope that y'all had a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a blessed weekend. I hope life's good to you. Remember to have fun in the game. That's what it's all about. And what else? I want to say something else. But that's okay. Well, that's good. I really hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. And I can't thank you enough for stopping by, saying hello, hanging out with me. I have enjoyed it, and I look forward to the next time. So, somebody just commented something. I gotta scroll back down. Have a good night, Blur and Lady Blur. Sandy's laughing. Yes, sir. You too, man. Have a great night, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Okay. Let's go. 3,